Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I'm Muhammad Haikal Fariza bin Jeffrey. Matric numbers A20A1527. I want to talk about fundamental of management. Then this is my group. First, Nur Fatini binti Mokhtarul Bari. Matric number A20A1621. Tan Jiali A20A2018. Nur Shasha Sazwani binti Muhammad Nasir A20A1787. Siti Zulaiha binti Rosli A20A1999. So today we want to talk about content. This is my content. Introduction. First, introduction. Second, research objective. 3, methodology. 4, conclusion. And 5, reference. This is my one. We go to 1.0 about introduction. Management is the act of getting people together to accomplish desired goals and objectives using available resource efficiently and effectively. Since organization can be viewed as process, in order to support the development of useful result from a system, management can also be described as human activity, including the development. This insight opens up the chance to control oneself, a prerequisite for trying to manage others.
Good morning, sir. My name is Tan Jia. Today, I would like to present our group assignment, which is Harry Fayol. He was a French mining engineer and management theorist and founder of classical management theory. He also called the father of management because he was the first to discuss management as a process. He also has divided management into 5 functions. They are planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, and controlling. Fayol identified the following 6 major activities of any industrial or business organization. The technical for production and manufacturing, the commercial for buying, selling, and exchanging, the financial for search for optimum use of capital, the security for safeguarding property and people, the accounting for including the statistics, the managerial for planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. He also proposed that management has 14 principles. They are division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual interests, scala chain, remuneration with the degree of centralization, order, equity, stability of tenure of personnel, initiative, and accept the code.
I will discuss about Max Weber as it relates to the general administrative approach to management. Max Weber was a German sociologist who concluded that the most effective and rational model under which private companies and public office could function was bureaucracy. The bureaucratic theory is related to the structure and administrative process of the organization and is given by Max Weber, who is regarded as the father of bureaucracy. Weber also argues that the ideal form of bureaucracy requires difficult administrative tools including clarity, speed, no uncertainty, decision, putting aside interest, no conflicts, efficient steps, consistency, and cooperation are the characteristics of these administrative tools. While efficiency is prioritized by Weber's theory, it is also not necessarily the best practice for leaders to enforce. Today, Weber was unlike other leaders in the workplace. He would have scolded the executives of today, most of whom are open to innovative ideas and flexible work conditions for their style of leadership. Are the six characteristics of bureaucracy. First is task specialization, which is division of labor. Second is structure of hierarchy management. Third is rule for formal collection. Fourth is effective and clear specification. Five is personal environment, and the sixth is achievement-based advancement. Lastly, Henry Fayol and Max Weber made notable contribution to the growth of leadership thinking. Fayol concentrated on top executive, and Weber concentrated on middle managers. The first general argument on the philosophy of management was Fayol's administrative theory. He stressed that top management and required concerted effort and vision. The idea that organizations should be formalized and legalistic in their practice was introduced by Weber.
Assalamualaikum. I will continue to present about how the work of Abraham Maslow influenced management. Maslow has published works entitled Motivation and Personality. This work have discussed Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Maslow management theory is illustrated by a pyramid, divided horizontally into 5 parts, each representing one of the basic human needs or action. Maslow used terms that start from the bottom, namely psychology needs, security needs, belongingness and love needs, social needs, and that which is at the top of the pyramid is self-actualization. Some of the advantage that companies will enjoy when employees move beyond low-level requirement and start making themselves better, focus on performance of employee, greater ownership of work and project, increased attitude and loyalty, as well as increased motivation and engagement. Abraham Maslow theories also provides the basic for a complete management model known as enlightened management. Instead of asking what can my employee do for me, they start asking what can I do so that my employees can help them better meet the needs of the company. This theory makes employees less stressed with their work environment. When manager follow Maslow theoretical management, it is possible that the company's goals and objectives can achieve easily without putting too much pressure on employees. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
So I want to talk about comparison of figure management with nowadays. Once the organization has been treated according to the 4 characteristics and described above, the problem that will arise is how the organization should be managed perfectly, effectively, and achieve the planned goals. Without proper management, various problems may arise both in terms of finance, processing, and inventory to personal problems among employees. We have heard from the mass media about some business organization in particular which have failed not only due to competition problems but also due to turmoil within the organization itself, such as lack of understanding between superior and subordinate, inaccurate planning and forecasting, waste of resource, or misleading structural arrangement. So, Henry Fayol in 1841 until 1925, a French engineer and executive, has made three important contributions to administrative theory. He has been given the title of Father of Management Thinking. First, Fayol has distinct between technical skill and management skill. Second, he has identified specific management function, and thirdly, he has proposed 40 management principles. A group of research from Harvard led by Elton Mayo conduct a study on human behavior at the Houghton Western Electric Plan from 1927 to 1932. Maslow hierarchical theory of needs describing the level of human needs has been widely applied and accepted in the academic world and modern organization management practice to improve organizational performance. Even so, it does not directly have elements that are constructive in the spiritual aspect. Thus, this conceptual study aims to continue the legacy and efforts of Islamism of knowledge by choosing Maslow hierarchy theory of needs. That is the level of basic need to be discussed and linked to the existing framework of Islamic knowledge. So in conclusion, the difference between the private management and this era of globalization is different, very different. In my opinion, the current management is better because there are many facilities to do the work quite quickly. Among them are print media, social media, more modern electronic media. The social help the figure now to spread theories to help young people who want to do business. Furthermore, this electronic media can speed up a lot of work. In addition, the print media can help him doing any printing done by entrepreneur now succeed in attracting young people because it most strategic and inspired them.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fartini binti Mukhtar Bari, metric number A20A1621. I will continue presentation about advantage and disadvantage. Advantage for Henry Fayol is Henry Fayol identified 5 key functions of management and dysfunction of managerial activity. Henry Fayol used the term command to illustrate a manager responsible to lead and direct employees toward the achievement of organization goals and strategy. The manager should be responsible for making sure that all the organization business activity are coordinated to make the employees can unify together within the department or among different departments. Advantage for Max Weber. Advantage of bureaucracy for Max Weber firstly is specialization. Secondly, rationality, a measure of objective, is ensured by prescribing in advance. Third, democracy is emphasis on qualification and technique. Competence make the organization more democratic. Disadvantage for Max Weber. Regard compliance with rule and regulation, discourage initiative and creativity. All documents have to be maintained in their draft and original forms. This leads to great wastage of time, stationery, and space. Advantage for Abraham Maslow. One advantage of Maslow hierarchy of need is its perceptive insights into human nature. A basic advantage of Maslow need theory is how will it serve to interpret human behavior and motivation. Disadvantage for Abraham Maslow. A disadvantage of Abraham Maslow is the hierarchy fails to account of culture or social difference between individuals. A function structure provides stability and efficiently. A function structure provides stability and efficiently, especially in larger and complex organizations because everyone uses similar process. However, this type of structure can also lead to poor communication between departments.